Hey, good morning, Vamoose. Hey, I am back. I am back with you from a very, very long break. I don't even know if you call it a break, just a lot of busyness, a lot of things going on. I am so sorry I've been gone so long. Please, my deepest apologies. I'm back now, and we're going to have a great time with a Good Morning Vamoose show. Of course, this is your host, Guy Moose, coming back at you. And listen, I had a great time. Actually, what happened is, I don't know what all happened for a couple weeks there, but eventually then I was getting ready for this trip. I did a big hiking trip up in the Adirondacks in New York. Yeah, I went back to New York. No, I had a great time. It was great. I had lots of fun. A big through hike, several days out in the woods. It was awesome. And had a good time, but as I came back and I was thinking about the morning show, I thought, wow, I should get on and talk about how we're going to make this better, and I'm going to come back, 1,010%, and we're going to make this, amazing. We're going to have a great morning show. And as I was making my coffee this morning, I've been using this coffee creamer that I used on my trip. And I'm not here to bash this particular brand or anything like that. I'm just saying I wasn't going to lug dairy creamer, of course, out to the woods because it, probably would spoil and it's heavy and, liquid. So you try to stick with everything powdered or, dehydrated or whatever. So I was taking this powdered coffee creamer. And so, of course, I brought it back and I said a bunch left because, you don't use that much. And so I'm using it up, right? And it's not my favorite. I'm definitely much more of a regular, normal creamer guy. But using this, looked in the package this morning, and this is what it said. It says this: a deliciously flavored coffee creamer. Right? Now, the package can say that all it wants to, but it doesn't make it delicious. Just because the package says, I'm a deliciously flavored coffee creamer, doesn't mean it's a deliciously flavored coffee creamer. Now, I'm not complaining. It's good. It's fine. It's much better than nothing. But what I am going to say is that it got me thinking about, I could come back and I could say, I'm going to make the show so much better. And I could advertise about how I'm going to do better and it's going to be great. But it would be much better and much more palatable to the rest of you, and in my life in general, and in your life, if we just be what we ought to be, right? If we just go ahead and do, and none of us like false advertising. And I'm not saying these guys are trying to be false advertising. What I am trying to say is, though, that just because you advertise something doesn't mean that's what you are. Just because a product says it's delicious doesn't mean it is, right? So, here's my takeaway. You gotta start in your life just to be. Be what, you ought to be. Go towards the goals, make some progress, be the change, do what you gotta do, make it happen, and then people are gonna notice. You're gonna start to become something, and they're gonna figure it out. If it's delicious, it's delicious, right? You don't have to say it on the package if you're making the proper changes. So if my show progresses, if my show improves, it's because it's improving, not because I just advertise it as improving, right? So, that's what I got to say. And so I'm not even going to say about anything I'm going to do. I'm just going to continue to do, and hopefully you like it. I'm having a great time. It's, like I said, been a while. I'm glad to be back at it. And but yeah, think about those thoughts this morning, and we'll see what we can do in the future here. Hey, listen, it's good to be back. I don't want to hold you any longer. You guys have a great day. Have some coffee. Get yourselves, juiced up for the day, and go be what you need to be. All right? All right. Now, Vamoose.